ghouls, goblins, vampires, and many, many more diabolical otherworldly fiends.
You dare enter my inner sanctum and dictate your petty mortal terms to me?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will be counting down our picks for the top 10 Castlevania boss battles. For this list, we chose our favorite showdowns with menacing supernatural creatures based on excitement, challenge, and how fun it was to smack them in the face. Number 10, Albus, Castlevania, Order of Ecclesia. Just because Albus isn't a big spooky monster like many of the other entries on this list is no reason to write him off as anything less than a formidable opponent. Albus is an expert marksman, and using his trusty firearm, Agartha, he will fire multiple shots your way to take you down.
Vertical shot! Clip-in bullet!
Additionally, Albus has the ability to harness the power of magical glyphs, which allow him to manipulate both light and dark energies and launch them as projectiles.
Dodge this!
Sure, you can stay on your toes and dodge these attacks, but Albus is just as nimble as you are, leaping and jumping all over the battle screen.
Dodge this!
Sporting a lethal combo of strength and speed, Albus gets our countdown off to a pulse-pounding start. Number 9, Shaft, Castlevania, Rondo of Blood. No, not that Shaft. A dark priest with menacing magical powers, Shaft is the one responsible for resurrecting Dracula and furthermore helping him fulfill his evil ambitions. Before he even enters the fray, Shaft will summon a variety of other enemies to wear you down, like Medusa and Frankenstein's monster. If you are skilled enough to survive that, you'd better be ready to bring your A game as Shaft teleports into the arena, firing a bevy of elemental attacks at you. Careful timing is key to surviving this encounter, but with enough patience, Shaft goes down like all the rest. Number 8, Chaos, Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow. The physical manifestation of all things evil, along with serving as the source of power for Dracula himself, a battle with Chaos can definitely be defined as chaotic. In its first phase, Chaos is a large spinning sphere with 3 creepy-looking statues that steal your acquired abilities before the fight even begins. After destroying them, things go into overdrive with Chaos firing homing projectiles, all while a sinister serpent comprised entirely of bones slithers around the room. What's more, 4 eyes in each corner of the room constantly fire energy blasts, but these can easily be deflected if you're fast enough. The only weak point is a large black spot in the middle of the area, so focus on that and another big baddie will bite the dust. Number 7, Gear Steamer, Castlevania Bloodlines. An unconventional boss fight for the series, the Gear Steamer is made up of multiple gears formed together by some unseen telekinetic energies. This boss can manipulate its many gears to take on a variety of shapes and sizes, as well as launch said gears at the player in a straight line or at an angle. Gear Steamer is also surprisingly fast for such a big guy, somersaulting and spinning all over the place, making him much more difficult to hit than expected. Its only viable weak spot is at its center, but unfortunately, every time it's hit, it shrinks in size. Surely it would be handy if there was some sort of toss water button to just douse this guy in H2O and watch him rust. Number 6, Puppet Master, Castlevania, Dawn of Sorrow. A giant and freakish face that looks like multiple pieces patched together, with 4 long arms stretching out, the Puppet Master is definitely ahead of the game in terms of nightmare fuel. All jokes aside, Puppet Master is no pushover, with some devastatingly damaging attacks hidden in its arsenal. One of which is the capacity to summon a bunch of floating dolls that can easily overwhelm the player if too many of them swarm the screen. The real death blow, though, is how it can trap the player inside one of the many iron torture chambers around the room, which you will find yourself in if it manages to get one of the dolls inside it, thus forcing you to switch places with the doll. Number 5, Julius Belmont, Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow. Suffering from a seriously bad case of amnesia after a fight with Dracula, Julius Belmont is on a search for his lost identity in Aria of Sorrow. Due to a string of spoilerific reasons that we won't mention here, his search leads all the way to the player's character Soma, and the two get ready to battle. This is an encounter that purely relies on speed and reflexes as you counter every kick, whip, and glide from Julius with those of your own. Julius Belmont is a ferocious fighter, more than living up to his family name and earning a spot on our countdown. Number 4, Doppelganger, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. What's worse than having to fight dangerous monsters? How about having to fight yourself, the person responsible for taking down said dangerous monsters? Taking the form of the game's protagonist Alucard, the Doppelganger uses every move the player has come to know and love, and these include slashing with a sword, throwing knives, and performing some insane aerial acrobatics. Considering that this boss is essentially you will need to be 2 steps ahead during the entire fight in order to outsmart the Doppelganger and live to hunt vampires another day. Number 3, the Fake Trio, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Do you enjoy boss battles where you are completely outnumbered, being bombarded by an endless barrage of attacks and have little to no breathing room in order to formulate a plan of attack? Well, if so, try taking on the Fake Trio from Symphony of the Night. The second those 3 coffins burst open, it's a triple threat of intensity, absolutely requiring that you pay close attention to attack patterns in order to stand a chance. Never a lull in the action, each member of the trio has a particular fighting style. Grant attacks with a whip, Sypha casts chilling ice storms, and Trevor drops knives from the ceiling. In short, hit him fast and hard, because they're sure to do the same to you. Number 2, Legion Granfalloon, multiple Castlevania games. A recurring boss battle in the series ever since its first appearance in Symphony of the Night, Legion is a massive floating spear composed of countless corpses that serve as the outer protective shell for its fragile core. As a means of attack, Legion is able to drop bodies off its larger entity, which lunge toward the player like zombies. Its other abilities vary from game to game. For example, in Symphony of the Night, Legion is able to shoot a devastating beam of energy out of its many tentacles. The bigger they are, the harder they fall though, so the strategy here is actually kind of simple. Just slice and dice like a madman until the job is done. Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Dracula and Death, Castlevania, Portrait of Ruin. When it all comes down to it, Dracula and Death are recognized as the main antagonists throughout the Castlevania games, and for good reason, as they are some of the most iconic and stylish battles in the series. It would be near impossible to choose between them for our number 1 spot. But lucky for us, Portrait of Ruin supplied a love letter to any gamer that wanted to tangle with both of them at the same time. An absolutely thrilling encounter, you will need all your skills to stand a chance against this tag team smackdown with the ultimate Lords of Death. Just when you think you've won, Dracula transforms into his much larger and much more menacing true form for an even tougher round 2. Do you agree with our list?
I, however, am not.
What's your favorite Castlevania boss battle? For more whip-cracking top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo.